Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah. So, guys, Leicester at the weekend, and we can't take another L against a team that begins with the letter L. So we need to get back to winning ways against Leicester. And I usually do this at the end. I should be doing this at the beginning. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and hit that bell notification to be notified every time I'm making a new video. So let's get into it. Bit of a grudge match this, and it's going to be more of a grudge because of this situation with Fofana, that we want Fofana, Leicester want big bucks for him, and we played him at the weekend. So you know, this is an added incentive in this to win this game. And watch this video till the end, don't skip it, because I'll be telling you why we have that song and Leicester. You know, we all follow Chelsea over land and sea and Leicester. So I'm going to be talking about that during this video. So you need to stay tuned to find out the reason behind that. Okay, so I'm going to get into our 4 facts. So 4 fact section, Chelsea versus Leicester. So for those who don't know, history. I'm the historian of Chelsea, and the history is that Chelsea, we won our first domestic trophy against Leicester City, and that came in 1965 when we beat them over 2 legs in the League Cup final, because back then the League Cup final was played over 2 legs. We won the first leg 3-2, then that was followed up by a 0-0 draw. Can someone in the chat tell me who scored our goals that day? Stick it in the comment section below. And so that moves us on to fact 2, which is linked actually, because up until the FA Cup final in 2021, Leicester City had never beaten us in any domestic cup tournament that they've played against us. So we spoiled that in 2021 with that Tillemans screamer. So, Okay. Moving on to fact number 3 now. Not kind of fact, it is a fact actually. Since the 2017 season, Chelsea have done more business with Leicester than any other team. We've bought in N'Golo Kante, Danny Drinkwater and Ben Chilwell. So if Fofana comes in, that'll be the 4th business that we've done between the clubs, and that's people coming into Chelsea actually. And I'm not forgetting the deals of like Mark Swarsha and people like that going the other way. But yeah, so I think Chelsea, Leicester, they're quite good at doing business. So let's hope that Fofana can make it the 4th transaction between the 2 clubs over the last few seasons. And finally, what you've been waiting for. Why do we sing that song? We all follow Chelsea over land and sea and Leicester. So this is the reason. So the rivalry began a long time ago in the 70s, and that's when Chelsea were in the 2nd division. So Leicester used to be their big rival, because we were fighting with Leicester to see you can get promoted back into the top flight of English football. And so we had a match against them in Boxing Day of 1979. So, and the 2 sets of fans, they clashed, Chelsea and Leeds. So that's when, if people remember, in the late 70s, early 80s, that's when there was a lot of hooliganism. Chelsea had a reputation for hooliganism. Leicester thought they were the big boys of the Midlands. So, you know, the 2 rival fans clashed against each other. And then Leicester sang this song after the clash. They sang, because it was Boxing Day, so they sang, "Hark now, hear the Leicester sing, the Chelsea run away, and we will fight forevermore because of Boxing Day." Do you like my singing? Stick in the comment section below if you like my dulcet tones. So So that's why we have that rivalry, because as I said, during the 70s and 80s, hooliganism played a massive part in British football. And so we have a big rivalry with Leicester because of that, and that's how this song sort of came about. The rivalry is not, because obviously Chelsea became like a top team, Leicester became like a mid-table teamish. So that rivalry isn't as bad as it was back in the late 70s. Right, forward in our side, James Maddison. James Maddison, of late, he's been the one. He's scored some good goals. He's not just chap-ins against us. I remember that game where Frank Lampard, when he first took over at Chelsea. I was on a cruise that day actually, and I was watching the match after settling in on the cruise, and Chelsea came out all guns blazing against Leicester that day, and I thought we were going to blow them apart. Leicester hung in the game, and then James Maddison comes out with a great goal, and we end up drawing that game 1-1. We ended up hanging on actually, and another great goal by James Maddison. Was it last season or the season before that against us? And yeah, he always seems to raise his game when they play against us. Vardy as well. He's another one who plays quite well against us, but it's James Maddison who seems to be the forward in our side. And now finally, score prediction. I don't know what you're getting with Chelsea these days. We had a great performance against Tottenham, although we got robbed of the result. We were horrible against Everton, but we scraped a 1-0 victory there. Worst against Leeds, and deservedly lost 3-0. So that sums up the inconsistency of Chelsea at the moment. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 defeat. So what are we going to get? What Chelsea are we going to get? Are we going to get the Chelsea turned up against Tottenham, or are you going to get the Chelsea turned up against Everton and Leeds? But then again, Leicester haven't won a game all season as well. They're yet to find their first victory. So I think Chelsea are going to sneak it. It's not going to be a runaway victory. I think we're going to win this game 2-1. So what do you think? Do you agree with me? Stick it in the comment section below. And don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. Take care. Bye-bye.